Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm breaking down some big reward apps to see if they're actually worth the time and effort still in 2025. Hope you enjoy. The first application is called EarnStar, and this is what it's looking like these days. Top of the screen, you have your USD currency. You can see here I have 24 cents in the balance. Underneath that, we have two sections, a prize draw and a leveling system. So the more effort that you put into EarnStar, the more little benefits and perks you can get in the long run. Like here you can see I can get a free prize supposedly if I can reach $5 USD, and that's for every single time. On the flip side, every single time I level up my account, they claim to give a small reward of USD. This time it's 30 cents, and the goal is to get $3.60 in total. I have to say I do appreciate when apps actually put the effort in with these little bonus systems. At the bottom of the screen you'll have the tabs, and the main two tabs I'm focusing on today are the surveys tab and the offers tab. The highest amount I can get right now today is $1.07 USD, and scrolling down here you'll notice a considerable drop the further we go. So realistically everyone, there's nothing too extraordinary here with the survey prices, although when it first came out I swear there were much better prices in my country. Now in regards to the offer wall, to be fair again, these rates are pretty well the average of what you'd hope for in USD currency. Like there is a Palm1 offer here for $1,089 USD. You can only imagine how difficult that would actually be to complete, by the way. Remember, when you see these like massive prices, don't always think that that's going to be easy to achieve, because most of the time it's not. I'm not too sure if it's just my country, ladies and gentlemen, but it seems that EarnStar has dropped its rates a little bit since we first covered it, so I'm assuming it's just a seasonal thing. I mean, we can really only hope so, right? But a big plus side is that there are many games that you can actually play, and other earning opportunities as well, such as signing up offers, for instance. Just remember, not all of them will be actually worth the time and effort either way, so make sure you get what you actually deserve, because sometimes offer walls will just waste time and effort in my opinion. Just thought I'd quickly mention, if you enjoy what I do here on YouTube every single week, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You guys are amazing out there. Thank you so much for everything. Another cool feature is the daily leaderboard system they have. At least right now, from what I can tell, the top 250 users of EarnStar will get a portion of the daily leaderboard. And of course, depending on what the prize is for the day, that's what the portion that specific position is going to get. Obviously, you want to try and get as high as possible on the leaderboard. In fact, today's daily leaderboard is $128.73 USD. And that closes in 10 hours. Obviously the max prize isn't going to be the highest amount, but it is still a very cool little bonus. Now in regards to the rewards, here in Australia there are 81 different gift cards available, everyone. And of course each of them is going to have their own minimum reward threshold as well, so please keep that in mind. What you're seeing right now is what I get in Australia, so obviously yours is going to be completely different depending on where you're watching across the world and using the app from. The fact they have so many gift cards though is outstanding in my opinion. They don't have PayPal and Revolut, as well as a virtual Visa gift card. Now the minimum for these three options is $1 USD here in Australia, which again, having such a low threshold is a massive benefit. Now, I withdrew $1 worth of USD currency for today's video, and yes everyone, I am very happy to say within about 3 minutes I received that $1 USD to my PayPal account without any issues at all, at least here in my own experience. Like right now we have two new surveys that just popped up for $2.07 and $1.62 USD. Depending on the time you check, the app is such a massive factor, but realistically I see this more of like a beer money app right now. Anyway, that's EarnStar. They kept their word, at least here in Australia. In my experience, you can do whatever you want with the information. Let's move on. Next up, we have JustPlay. So everyone, another month, another new update for JustPlay. This is what it looks like these days. Top of the screen, you still have your loyalty point system as well as your balance. You'll notice here that they're saying there's new cash challenges available. They have like this little task system now, okay, where they're saying that you can get big rewards apparently if you go through and complete these. And underneath that, you have another little bonus here of loyalty coins that you can generate. I can always appreciate when JustPlay really does push out these updates to, you know, at least make the app feel fresh since it's been around for so many years. They also have the daily challenge area still, everyone, which at least in my opinion is a bit underwhelming here in Australia. Maybe in your own experience it has been better, but if you guys don't know what this is, essentially you have a certain amount of tasks you have to complete on a daily basis to get a reward of currency. Right now I have to complete 6 of these challenges today to get the bonus. So for today's video I played through Treasure Master, Merge Blast, and Solitaire Verse. So starting off with a fresh test here, I had 3 hours on the clock to generate as many loyalty coins as possible. We started off with 20,000 on the balance. I started off with Treasure Master, of course, and I went through and played it for around an hour and 20 minutes. One thing I will say, there is a boost coins option available now in a majority of the JustPlay games. I haven't really seen that much of a change when you use it, everyone, okay? Just FYI. Once you see the end of the test, you'll probably understand what I mean. So we ended up with around 852,000 of the coins. I then spent the remaining time playing Merge Blast and Solitaire Verse, which brings us to 3 hours of total playtime. And you're probably thinking, okay, 3 hours in, that's going to be some solid results. Well, let me just break down exactly what happened. The last screenshot I took was 14 minutes and 50 seconds left for 1.1 million of the coins, everyone. And once that timer ran out, it converted into 92 cents, which apparently was originally 53 cents, but was boosted. Again, I feel like the whole boosted thing is quite a gimmick, as comparing JustPlay a couple of months ago, 92 cents would be the lowest amount you'd see usually in 3 hours. But now they're saying it's boosted. I will say though, ladies and gentlemen, I withdrew that 92 cents, and yes, it did arrive to my PayPal account straight away. So JustPlay, at least here in Australia, is still keeping its word, which is great to see. It's just a bad time right now, I think, in general, for reward apps, and we're seeing that lately with all the new apps being released that really aren't that good. But at least for now, my own experience, JustPlay has kept its word. I'll check back on it in a couple of months again to see how it's going. Let's move on. Next up, we have the app Cash Cow, and this is what it looks like these days. Top right corner of the screen, you have your account balance of coins. Underneath that, they have a mega boost system, at least here in Australia, where if you play new games, you can get 3 times the coins for the next hour. And I've seen this return almost on like a weekly basis, by the way, if not daily. So keep that in mind. It could change, obviously, depending on where you live, but that's at least what's available here. Now, underneath that, I have access to easily over 10 to 15 games. So what I will say about Cash Cow, even though it is a Just Dice application, everyone, who throughout the years, sadly, the rates have really gone downhill, in my opinion, here in Australia. It seems they really have tried and gone all out here with Cash Cow's new updates over the last few months, if not year. We either have our task-based opportunities or our playtime rewards. Like, here's one for Misplay, everyone, where I can get 459 coins per 5 minutes played for a total of 47,000 coins. So that's really cool. You can like stack Cash Cow on top of Misplay to try and get double the reward there, which again, if you guys have ever heard of Misplay, you know exactly what to expect with that. It's obviously another playtime reward app. So look, all in all, Cash Cow has some fantastic variety with games, but how does the actual reward side pan out? And by the way, you can complete surveys, but that's a complete waste of time in my opinion. I think the main criticism a lot of people had with the Just Dice apps is that they actually removed PayPal from majority of the apps for a period of time, but it seems Cash Cow has it. In fact, under coupons and deals, we have a 10 times more for the same amount of coins for these coupons, which is Just Wares and some discount pet store. Generally, these are like a more shop-based reward situation, everyone, with like a percentage discount, for instance, here. And under the more rewards tab, we have PayPal. So at least here in Australia, 30 cents is the minimum here for 3,000 coins. So that's how you can break down the currency. And then obviously it's going to keep on changing the lower we go, okay? So now, looking at the history, you can see here I got my welcome bonus for 2,199 coins, which is 22 cents almost. I went through and I played a few games there, even used the Amazon shopping app to generate 15,000 of the coins, which is $1.51, everyone. I ended up withdrawing the 15,000 coins and the 6,000 coins, and I'm very happy to say within about 20 minutes or so, it did arrive to my PayPal account without any issues whatsoever. At least in my experience, you have to be super realistic here with Cash Cow. In fact, if it wasn't for that 3 times bonus, I definitely feel like I would not have got anywhere near the coins I did. It easily took me around 4 hours of total playtime to generate that $2 worth of currency. So at the end of the day, I did end up with 21,522 of the coins. Anyway, that's Cash Cow. Let's move on. Next up, we have CashInStyle. So I covered CashInStyle months ago, everyone, and I thought I'd check back in on it and see how it's going. Top of the screen, we have our account balance. You can see I have $30.15 USD. To the left of that, we have an experience system, which is new. We'll get into that experience system in a moment. Let me just show you the other opportunities here. So CashInStyle features multiple offer walls. At least here in Australia, I have about 20 available, everyone, which is excellent to see. While you can browse the offers from the home screen, I recommend going to the actual menu and selecting the individual tabs. Here you can see we have surveys, offers, the withdraw tab, the contest tab, an affiliate tab, and the rewards tab. So checking out their survey area, we have multiple survey providers available, all willing to pay various amounts of reward. Now the thing is, this is USD currency as well, so these rates are excellent in my opinion. Granted, most of them are not short surveys, at least the ones available tonight, but at least the price actually makes sense. Now, in regards to the offers and games, we have literally at least 100 different games and offers that we can go through here in Australia, all paying various amounts of reward, everyone. Again, depending on country, these rates are obviously going to be different. You guys aren't new to this, I'm sure. Again, common sense, only try and complete what you think you're actually going to be able to go through with because you don't want to waste your time. But it's nice to see CashInStyle still having so many offers available. So with the XP reward system, essentially the more effort you put on the platform, the more experience you're going to get, which will level up your account, which will give you access to the treasure chests. In regards to the withdrawal system, they still have PayPal, Litecoin, Bitcoin, and tremendous gift cards. And at least here in Australia, it's a $2 minimum, by the way. For today's video, I withdrew $100 worth of USD currency to my PayPal account, and at least in my experience, it arrived within about 1 hour or so. So that was excellent to see, everyone. Just to be clear, that was mainly from referrals though throughout the year, guys, okay? Check out my channel for almost 1,000 reviews, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.